Yo, wake up. We gotta do a video, bro. We're supposed to record a video.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's been like 3 months.
Why are you sleeping with all the lights on?
Oh, dude, I guess subconsciously I must have known. Alright, so, when I was in rehab, I actually got, tested on bed mobility. So I thought it'd be good to show you guys what I've learned since I've been out and since I've been in rehab. And to begin with, we can just start with sitting up. So, you're in bed, you lay down, and let's say you just lay down right on your back. At first, I could not just smoothly sit up like that. So what I started off with doing is, because sometimes you'll be in a hospital type of bed, so you'll have these side railings that you can pull up on. What you do is, you have this right arm, right? And you can use it to kind of push your body, lean it over, and then you're going to take your left arm, you're going to kind of tuck it into your side and roll onto it. And then, now that you're on your left hand, you can swing over here, and now you'll be kind of I don't know if you have this edge here, but you go from here with your arm over here, and that kind of pulls you back. And so you push yourself over, then you can swing it up. And now that you're on this left arm, what you're going to want to do is use your right arm, push up, and then you can slide your left arm in more. And now you're up like this. And then all you need to do is you can use both hands however you want, push up, like that. And that's kind of the beginner way that I really learned how to sit up. Now, once you are sitting up, you realize, you kind of just hang back, relax like this. So, you lay back, and what you can do with this, and this might be different depending on if you have core control or not, and because I do, I don't know what it's like to not have it, which means I could be using it, and this might not be possible without it. So, this is what I do. So I kind of get my elbows, and I tuck them as far back as I can, and I take my hands, I put them close to my body, and I'll kind of slide, put all my weight on my elbows, and then I'll kind of rock back and forth like that while I slowly move my hands back, pushing my body up. And when you do that enough and you kind of get to do it in one big motion, you can kind of get enough momentum to just do 1-2 step. So instead of doing the left, right, you can just do from right, and then once you get, this is almost like it was before where you lean over, so you're just kind of sitting up more, and you're pushing yourself over, then you tuck your right arm back, and then you can use your left arm, push into your right hand, and sit up. So that's how to sit up. But how about turning over? Now turning over is a big thing, because when we want to do a pressure break or sleep at night, if you sleep on your stomach, that's how I sleep, you have to turn over. So you can just let's say you start from sitting up. Flip over like that. But then your feet get crossed. So, pretty simple. There you go. Now, and so there's that part. And what I do is I'll slide it over, because when I turn over, my left leg is going to be, when I turn over, it's going to be on what is right now my right side. So I move it far to my right. That way I can move this over here, and this leg split here will turn over, and now it looks, like they're in the right spot. And another consequence if you don't do something like that, let's say you have your feet together, and when you turn over, your feet can cross like that, and I don't know if this is going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. But on occasion, my feet will be triple crossed, and then I'll have to wiggle around and uncross them. So essentially that's how you can turn over from sitting up. And this is, I might have talked about this in some of my other videos too, about if you're on a massage table. If you're getting a massage, you need to know how to turn over, and you don't usually have too much room. So you'll flip over, and one thing while you're doing this, you move your feet, make sure they don't cross, spread them out, and you'll kind of sit up, and you'll kind of twist to where your left hip, and of course this is assuming that you're going to turn over from the right to the left. You can do it the other way. You're just going to have to reverse all the rights and lefts that I've said. So it's the same idea. And so while you're turning over, you're basically moving so that the side that you're going to be on, you're moving it kind of away from the point that you're turning. That way when you turn over, it'll be on the correct side of the bed or wherever you're on. And then you just move around to turn over. And now for turning back over, so now I'm on my stomach. This isn't as hard because your hands, usually, you know, if you're on your back, you have to get your hands behind you to push up. But now your hands are already like kind of in front of you to the bed so you can push up. And this is great if you want to do some yoga too. This is a good stretch, kind of a good yoga pose or great way to be in. So, you know, laying down, all right, want to sit up, you can just do like a push up. And then what I do is I'll rest on my one arm. You can do this on your right arm too if you want to turn that way. Rest on one arm, use this arm, push yourself over. And now you're back here. So also when you're doing that, you notice that I'm kind of pulling my hip back out, and that's just keeping center, making sure you're kept center. So what if you want to get on your stomach while you're on your back? Well, you will have to sit up a little bit, but what you can do, and this is what I do currently, is, you know, I'll reach my arm around, I'll pull on the bed, I'll pull on the side, and let's say I don't have a side to pull on, I'll go like this, and I'll just kind of, you can get some momentum too, swing it in, and you keep your left arm tucked under, that way you can sweep it out from under, and you can see I'm already turned over. And there you go. And you just kind of keep pushing into your right side, and you can use your left side here, you know, you're tucking it in, and then as you're pulling your left side out, you're then using it to kind of push against, which will then push you over. And then you can see the issue where your legs, right? Oh, you forgot to cross your legs because you're on your back. Well, if you're wearing pants or not, usually I grab my pants, and obviously I'm kind of up like this, but you can just kind of cross it over like that. And now let's say I use this move a lot. So usually I'm in my bed and I want to transfer to my chair. But if my chair is somewhere like not right here, right next to my bed, then what I need to do is I need to move, right? Like, so I need to scoop around my bed. And because I have socks on, this might not happen, but what might happen a lot is you go to scoot up, right? But your legs will curl in. And like, so you have to scoot and then you have to push your legs back out, then you scoot up, you know, and then your legs will curl up because they like, maybe they're sticky so they get stuck, something like that. So when you're moving, and by the way, when you do kind of move around the bed, if you are doing it how I'm doing it, like sitting up, then I just kind of push up onto both hands and I just kind of propel myself forward. You know, like I lean forward with it, move forward like that. Anyway, cross one leg over. And this is also great for stretching, which will be in another video about stretching. But when you put your leg over one or the other, it doesn't matter which one. When you do this, what it does is it prevents this leg from coming up because you're also putting weight through your whole body. So if I lean forward like this leg is going to have a lot of difficulty moving up. So even if I'm sitting up, right, I go to move forward, and even if my foot was like sticky and sticking to the bed, moving up, it's not going to be able to move up against the weight of my other leg on it because I have it right about where my knee is. You can have it a little bit above, below. You can even have it just crossed, just normally crossed, and it's going to reduce the risk or the chance, not really a risk, the chance of your feet moving up. And that just kind of makes, you know, sliding around your bed just a little bit easier. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything I can think of for how to move around in bed mobility. And if there's anything I didn't think of, I'm willing to bet that you can use some of the techniques I've shown and adapt those to something else that you might need. So thank you for watching, and thanks.
I wasn't expecting to slide that.